Hey, MJ, if I'm alive, let me know because you over there in another room over there. You in a living room. Hold on. Let me give people enough time to come on here. You dig? Because it's thick skin on. Leave your fellas at home, nigga. All right, we got 2 people watching. I'm on my second channel tonight. What's up, Sia Truth? I'm gonna put a link in it. Maybe I can come on here. Hold on, give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. How's everybody doing? I'm gonna put a link in there in the chat room. Anybody can come on here. But before I do a link, I'm gonna go ahead and do my intro. Y'all know me. I'm gonna do it like this, you dig? I'm gonna give enough people come in the chat room. All right, everybody, chill. Let's chill. Let's settle down. Let's do this, y'all. Thick skin only, bitches. Leave your fucking fellas at home, you fucking cocksuckers. Yes, I said it. I said it. I said it. And I said it. And we gotta do this, everybody. Anybody want to come on here? You dig? Open mic tonight. You dig? Anybody want to come on? Here's a link. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Thick Skin Only. Leave your fucking fellas at home. Come on, everybody. Snow White, hold on. You get a wrench. You might wrench from other channel. Hallelujah. Everybody share this. Share this shit. Thick skin only, bitches. I'm gonna hang around for 5 minutes until people get on here, okay? I'm not gonna talk right now. I say for 10 minutes, I'm gonna let everybody share this stuff, right? You dig? Yeah, where's Likewise Broken Patriot? Hey, check it, Snow White, you got a wrench. What's up, Linda? Love you, Linda. Everybody share this because y'all about to hear some shit tonight. Everybody. Everybody. I'm going to replay this song, this right here, and get everybody up here. I'm waiting for Hope Coleman. We got AD in the building. Look at him. We got AD in the building. I'm waiting for Hope. I'm waiting for Hope. I can't start it without Hope, y'all.
No.
You dig? Fuck your feelings tonight. I'm waiting for 5 minutes, y'all. So we're just in the chat room talking right now. I'm gonna text Hope and give her the link to the chat room.
Hey, 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 where you get that little beat from?
Oh, one of my guys made it from me. This is my new theme song. I can't get flagged for it, so it's You like it, Eddie?
Yeah, that little joint knocking, man.
Much love, AD. Good to see AD Bell in the house. Big up to you, brother.
Yeah, see me.
They see your crazy ass, nigga.
See me. See me.
And then we're going to start the show. I'm waiting for Hope. I just text Hope. I'm waiting for you, Hope. Oh, get your ass on here. Hope probably ain't got notifications if I text her the link. What up, John? You invited the Q. That's what's up. We're going to talk about this tonight. Yeah! We having fun. Look at AD. AD living it up. He having fun tonight.
Yeah.
In the house. Hope, hurry up and get on here. Much love. We got Voice Against Destruction in the house. He that Voice Against Destruction. That's why I fuck with him, nigga.
All the way against it. All the way against it.
He that Voice Against Destruction. Trump supporter or not, nigga. Thick skin only, bitches. Hope will be on it momentarily. We're gonna start this right now.
Where's Fat Baby? Yari, come on, put the second load on. Put them white clothes in the dryer and put the second load on, so we can already have it going. So that way in the morning we can get it wrapped.
Dave and Lucretia Hughes in the house.
Too.
Hey, Dave.
Hey, you might as well throw that one in there too, Diari.
Dave, I can put the
go get them rags and towels right there. Get those two.
I'm gonna put the link right
here. It should
be
enough to put those on. Then I'll just get the rest of it tomorrow.
Hey, Lucretia and Dave, both of y'all niggas. I call y'all both my niggas. Hit the link. Lucretia want to pop in, she can pop in too. Thick skin only. Let's do it. Hell, Dave, you want to pop in, you can pop in too. Everybody pop in. Fuck it. Let's just do this tonight. Because it's this realness. It's about an open dialogue. It's about talking the truth. It's about speaking from my mind, whether you support Trump or you don't. Whether you support Bernie, like this nigga right here, Bernie 2020. Fuck you, AD, but I love you. All right, what's on your mind, nigga?
Shit, just to draw for what you just said, like the more I think about it, the more I get in tune with my inner self. I'm not a supporter of anybody. I just feel like right now, Bernie policies are more equipped for what we have going on in this country. As a working man, as a working man who's a father. So from that standpoint, you may be correct, but this ain't about Bernie, man. This ain't even about dude. This about y'all, man. You know, we just had a conversation. I told you I felt some type of way. I don't know how you feel. I saw a person, like, you could say what his initial motivations was, which we don't know because he ain't here. But he was targeting a bunch of people that look like myself. And you had people try to downplay it, which is the reason why I don't really mess with the mainstream media like that. I never mess with them like that. I know I saw when I was out there promoting about how we could fix Chicago and how we could change Chicago and we could stop things from happening. I saw how they had no interest in it. So from that standpoint, I ain't mess with them either. So people could call me a leftist, liberal, and all those things. Yeah, go ahead, man. You do what you do. You do what makes you feel right. But the one thing you can't take from me is if you supporting what happened this past weekend, then that means, man, you not all the way here right now. I don't care who you are. You're not all the way here right now. And and a dude at the top, man, he just can't come out and just speak against something when we know that majority of the dude ideology who did the first shooting, we know where he stood. Of course, man, they smart. They're not gonna come out and say his name. Why would they do that? They need for him to continue on because they understand that as long as we don't mention his name, then he has enough support. He has enough people, enough power just from Fox News alone and the independent social media platform that he does have. With independent social media platforms are good, as we do need, but they know that those are so powerful that it's just going to be a pissing match back and forth, not the truth. Because you can go back to a lot of your videos. You can go back to 97% of all dude supportive videos, and some way, shape, or form, their ideology lines up with the dude who did what he did in Texas. It lines up. Y'all ideology lines up. You even had a dude the other day that I was on here, and he was saying, yeah, it is an invasion. Come on, man. Like, come on, man. Be for real, man. We out here on these coasts, man, who really supposed to be impacted by what people saying. But like I told y'all, and I stand by that. That's why I put my face out here. Man, them people ain't did nothing but been putting money in my pocket. And I don't even know who they are because I don't even ask. I don't even care. It's not that serious. And the places where you would think that it would be serious at, the people in those communities are shielding them more than ever. So apparently they must understand or have some of the same concepts about this thing as I do. That's why when I was supporting dude, I never talked about that. That never was a focus of mine. The only thing that was the focus of mine was in reference to the Dreamers. And they were saying how the Dreamers average making $17 an hour. And I was like, man, that's kind of crazy. Like they over here averaging $17 an hour. But outside of that, I didn't really care. Only reason why I cared, maybe it was a little jealousy on my part because shit, I wanted to average $17 an hour. $17 an hour, boy, that'll put me back in the game for real, for real. All that other stuff I ain't care about because the impact of what people claim to care about now has been felt in communities, specifically minority communities, man, for decades now. That's one of the last things I was trying to say before I got kicked off for your the platform you had going on the other day. There are documentaries, man, about minority communities, particularly black people, where the impact of immigration, whether you want to classify it as legal or illegal immigration, has been felt far and wide. And I know, because like I tell y'all, and I continue to tell y'all, a lot of this stuff personal for me. My sister sent me a picture, man, about 6 months ago of a trailer we used to live in when we lived in Georgia. Okay. And this is how this show you how low you are on the totem pole. The trailer that we lived in, we was out there with the illegal and somewhat legal immigrants. We weren't even with black folks no more. We were so poor, we were so down and out. We was out there with them. And it was like a lot of trailers lined up. Like we was out there with them. This was back in the 90s. So how you gonna come in 2015, 2016 and try to tell me something and try to tell me how I should have felt about something when I was down there in the bottom with those people when my mama was living down south, man, in Georgia, man, in the backwoods of Georgia. I was out there with them. I wasn't even good enough to be with black folks. I was out there with them. These are facts, man. Like these are facts. Like I'm not lying about this, man.
Hey guys.
Like that was my life.
Wow.
Can you guys hear me?
Who is this?
This is Louis. This is Amsterdam Truffle.
What's going on? What's going on?
Good, good. I just wanted to thank you, Mo, for bringing light to people's minds. Like before, I was so closed-minded, and like I was living in a bubble because I was so confused about what was happening in this world. But you definitely opened my eyes.
I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it. I'm gonna stay humble.
What's good, fam?
Like,
What's
Hey,
going on,
what's
Hope?
up, sis? Love you, sis. Good to see you on here.
What we talked about?
If this kid only talk about whatever we're gonna talk about. You know how we get down.
Just anything?
do you guys know, like, do you guys think that there's something that we don't know about all of these mass shootings?
It been mass shootings for years though.
I know, but you know the term going postal, like people who like get fired at work and then they go and they just shoot up the place.
Well,
Yeah, that's kind of what it is, man. Like I'm just being honest, man. A lot of these people, man, like their everyday lives for them, they feel like their everyday lives like kind of suck. Like it sucks because they don't have jobs. They don't have the outlet from a financial standpoint to be able to live the way they truly want to live. They feel like there are disappointments to their mothers and to their fathers and to their other significant others. And because people around them are doing good. I know how that feels, man. I know how it feels, man, to be a loser to your family. Even though you had so much promise, but at the same time, they don't understand like everything that you truly going through. So they feel like you supposed to be on standards with other people. Cause I tell people all the time, man, I come from a large family in Chicago. My mother was the youngest of 10 kids, man. Growing up in the projects, man, 39, man, Lake Park. Shout out Lake Park, man. That's the projects my mama grew up in with all 10 of her sisters, and she was the youngest.
Yeah,
And
well,
and from there they had to try to navigate through life. And as each one got older and they kept going through stuff and they had their own personal problems, they kind of spun off and forgot about each other. And sometimes
yeah.
people forget about people. Your own blood will forget about you. Your own blood won't even recognize what you got going on and say, let me try to lend you a helping hand. Because sometimes, depending on their situation, it's either they feel like, well, we up here, you should be there, or we got this going on. We ain't got time to think about what you got going on. And people get lost out here. I ain't making no excuses for these cats, but sometimes people get lost. That's why I feel like people got to be a little bit more responsible with how they approach stuff, including myself.
Can I read this African proverb I found on YouTube? It says, "The child that is not embraced by the village will burn it down to feel its warmth."
damn.
Most of those shootings be because of
And that's sad because you got almost half of the population in this country who feel like they're not being embraced. Even though most of them they initially feel embraced, but once something happened that like Mo always tell me I'm triggered, but once something happened
You
that that
always
that, that
triggered,
triggers
nigga.
that chromosome, man, that kicks off that feeling of I gotta protect my ideology. Once that happens, it goes south. Like I see people who just point out stuff that like to me, like even if I wasn't a black person, I mean I don't know. I feel like would be rational to actually understand. As soon as you say something, the first thing they do is they just go south. No, you can't say that because it's this comedy guy. The guy he been doing comedy stuff on Facebook for a while. He made little videos mocking animals and certain people and something like that. But he heard something that he felt like he like man like damn like you really felt that way. And as soon as he said like he felt like what the person individual had said was wrong, man, here come the MAGA crew, man. Like, you a bigot, you this, you that. Like, damn. Like, I get it.
Yeah.
Y'all want to say slavery ended, whatever. So a lot of people like to look at they don't look at it correctly. So a lot of people, because they're not educated, they want to admit that they're not educated. A lot of people think that slavery was over 400 years ago. I'm
It's
just being
still going
honest.
on though.
They feel like slavery was over 400 years ago. Like even if you want to
Muslims,
put it into total context and be real about slavery, you say slavery ended like what, maybe 140, 130, 140 years ago, like what? I think 1965. I'm not good with my numbers right now because I'm not educated. I gotta live every day. But a lot of people feel like it wasn't that long ago, and a lot of people don't know because they weren't here during those times. They were the individuals that the same people that they attach themselves to now. A lot of their ancestors were those same individuals say it's an invasion. We we need to do everything to make sure they don't come in. And y'all can tell me attach
Yes.
themselves to it. I know. I talked to them. I talked to them through the last lesson cycle. I talked to second and third generation individuals who people only been here since they only came over here the La Cosa Nostra days. Back when, you know what I'm saying, the Jews and the Italians and stuff was running the mobs, man. Like they ain't been here that long. And now they not see themselves in that because they got whiff of, hey, if I go this route, you know what I'm saying, I should be a protected class. And now people who've been ostracized for being a protected class for years is starting to speak out, and people don't like it because before the internet, you ain't hear about it. Even though we've been talking about it, just didn't hear about it.
Yeah, well, there's something that nobody's really talking about, and it's that in a lot of Muslim countries, there's black, white, Asian slaves. Like, these Muslims in these third world countries literally enslave black people and sell them for, like, nothing, you know?
Okay, so say for example, if what you're saying is 100% accurate, who's sanctioning it?
I don't know. I just saw a post by Unite America First. Do you know him?
Right. See, that's what I'm talking about. Unite America First. Like my name say VAD on here, but you take away the V is AD. You can Google AD Bell and you will see me because that's who I am, last name and all. So but you talking about somebody who ain't even already not being forthright because they not really putting themselves out there. They just put something out there that they know that's an attention grabber that people can grab onto, and people latch onto that, and that's what they go with.
Yeah.
That's why when I'm on social media and I have something that's attached to my name, I don't really get no response because people automatically assume that, oh, it's a bot. Like this ain't a real person. Can one no real person now? Because I don't have nothing to hide from y'all because I'm out here living everyday life. I don't really have nothing to hide people. That's why Mo was like, man, get on here and show your face. I said, okay, I'm gonna get on here and show my face. Because I ain't got nothing to hide. I hope people can see me. I ain't got nothing to hide.
Yeah, well,
I'm 100% committed to how I feel about this thing.
I don't have anything to hide either, but a lot of people do. To talk about something really quick, there's a lot of like Muslims and feminists, you know, people who don't get their way these days. They make these fake accounts pretending to be people that they aren't on YouTube, and like they like try to besmirch like other groups of people. Like me as a white guy, like I've seen Muslims post stuff about like,
so
oh,
when
my
you talk
white
about feminists.
Oh wait, what were you saying? I'm so sorry.
So when you talk about feminism, are you just talking about the left leaning? No, my bad. I might have cut you off, but this is a very critical point. When you talk about feminism, are you talking about just left leaning feminism or right leaning feminism? Because you have feminism on both parts, and a lot of people like to put the feminisms together and just say, hey, it's white feminism. I won't do that. I just feel like feminism is feminism.
Like feminism is feminism. Be cussed out.
Mo, I can't see your comments, bro.
You can't. You got another phone?
Why? I'm on my tablet now, and I don't see your broadcast.
For real, I see it. I'm right here. I see it right here.
I'm right here on my page.
What the hell?
That's weird. See your shit.
Can I just say something really quick? It's crazy.
Likewise, just shut up. Likewise, you always talking shit. Likewise,
I ain't got no notification or nothing, bro.
It's shadow banned. That's fucked up.
It's crazy that there's these feminists want to even like pretend that I'm so sorry if I'm not like all up to it today, but like black and white genocide and abortion, like blacks and whites are being genocided against with abortion. And like you don't see Asian people getting abortions, you don't see like Jewish people, or you don't see like Muslims or getting abortions. Like it just
Sure don't.
I never heard of that before. And like there's
It's
got to
not.
be
It's not that they're
something
not getting.
bigger than that. That's
It's
like
not that they're
trying to.
not getting abortions.
I found
It's
it,
not that
bro.
they not.
Okay, cool.
It's not that they not. It's that their abortions are not being talked about. Their numbers are being put out there. A lot of them have ways, and the ways it means to go about not broadcasting these stuff. Abortion is not a black people issue.
It's really not.
Abortion is a white people issue because they feel like that if the white women who are the ones who getting a lot of the abortions, you can tell you people like when they talk about black people getting abortion, they all say, "Oh, this many million black babies were killed in this year." Da, 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 da. Man, y'all didn't care about that, man. Y'all wanted to eradicate us from the beginning, but that's neither here nor there. They got upset when their women started partaking in the process, primarily because a lot of these people who have these sons and grandsons, and they supposed to be in line from what people like to categorize as nepotism. They supposed to be in line to be somebody, and even some of them with their side pieces, the matrons who they partaking with extracurricular activities in. They seeing this, they like, okay, you need to go get an abortion because it'd be better for you to have an abortion, and you can try to say, well, oh, I had a affair with this person, or I had an affair with this person, or I was with this person's son, I was with this person's grandson, and this was going on, and now it's like, what? So pull up the abortion paper. They're not going to do that. That's why you won't hear about Asians.
Let me tell you this: abortions went skyrocket high when government started funding abortions. Now you know damn well when back in the 90s and early 2000s, abortions was not funded by government. You had to pay out of pocket. That's why a lot of girls was able to scheme guys out of money, lying and saying that they was pregnant when they wasn't. They would get the money from the man.
You right.
They would get the money from the man because they'll sit up there and lie, say I'm pregnant, and you know, a guy who got a main girl at home or got a wife at home, like, well, shit, you gotta take care of it. And then the girl like, well, shit, I need the money. And you know, back then abortions was like almost $400 if you was only a month pregnant. You only paid like $400. And it's like the further along, I know, and even then, back then, the doctors after 5 months, you couldn't even get an abortion no more. You couldn't even get one no more after 5 months. You had up to 5 months to abort the baby, and the further along you are, the more it costs. And you know,
so Hope, I got a question for you, Hope.
Okay.
Cause you come from a background like mine.
Yeah.
On average, be honest. On average, the number of black women that you know from where you come from, on average, how many kids do they have?
They have all their kids. They have at least about,
right. That's my whole point. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, how is this a black people problem when everybody I know average 4 kids? Everybody I know average got 4 kids.
Right. Ain't nobody,
I'm sorry. I'm not laughing at it. I know people take it personally. But
that's why I'm putting the whole truth out there. Abortions only became popular once the government when people ain't had to pay out of pocket no more. That's when the abortion rate went skyrocket high, when the government started covering abortions. You see what I'm saying to you? But back when I was young, the doctors ain't talk about, oh, do you want to get an abortion? When I went to the free clinics and stuff, when I went to the Planned Parenthood, they didn't talk about abortions back then. The first thing the doctor asked me, well, what are your plans for this baby? Hell, the doctor wouldn't even let me get my tubes tied. I wanted to get my tubes tied after I had my son. The doctor talked me out of it. Get my tubes tied. It seemed like once the government started funding abortions, that's when abortion rates went skyrocket high. But back then, when you had to pay out of pocket, You ain't getting no abortion. Why you think people in my like in my generation, and I'm in my 40s. Why you think a lot of the women in my generation have 5 and 6 kids? Because they didn't get abortions.
Man, they
And then
still got 5 or 6
they couldn't
kids.
afford abortion unless their dope dealer boyfriend gave them the money to go get it. And even
They
then,
still got
half
5
of
and
them,
6 kids. Hope.
huh? Yeah, no. But what I'm saying to you, AD, it wasn't discussed this hard like it is right now.
Right, it's only discussed that hard because, like I said earlier, the reason why it's discussed is because they saw the uptick in people who look like them. No, I ain't trying to bring race into it. I'm just being honest because they saw the people look like them getting them. So that's when they became a discussion. A lot of stuff only become a discussion
But
when it's
white
them.
women got
Like I'm a
abortions back
major.
then too. They
I'm just
got
saying
abortions
I'm a
back then
major.
too. Let me tell you
I'm a
something.
major
White women,
advocate against.
hold up,
Go ahead.
AD. Let me put it out there. And it wasn't just black folks getting white women got abortions back then too. They was undercover with their shit. Why you think a lot of the white families, what they did, they pulled the child out of the schools, out of the high school, sent them and made it seem like they went on a camp or a vacation somewhere, and then when the girl come back, she didn't have the baby. The girl come back, you would never know that she was ever pregnant. That's how slick
Well,
and covered how they covered that shit.
I
You
have
know, they
three
had abortions back
sisters.
then. They had
I
abortions,
have
but what I'm saying is I'm sick and tired of everybody making it seem like black folks this and black folks that. Every
Right.
fucking body had abortions back then.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody had
Exactly.
abortions. And then on top of it, like I said, the only reason why the abortion rate is so damn skyrocket high because the government started funding it. But back then it was low. Some girls got pregnant when they were 13 years old. You know, and they got pregnant, and then and they couldn't have that baby. Some of them actually kept it, and then some girls schemed their boyfriends out of money so they can get their hair and their nails done. I know what I'm talking about. I know a lot of girls that I grew up with. Some of them became mothers at the age of 13 and 14 years old.
Shoot,
And then and some of them
I
did it
know
on
exactly what you're talking about.
actually back then. And let me tell you another reason why abortions wasn't so high back then. At the time, being pregnant was the big thing. It was a big deal. If you got pregnant, that was the big deal. It's like every damn body, every girl in town was trying to get pregnant. I mean, and I'm only saying it because I used to hear him talk about it. I had friends who talked about it. Girl, yeah, we wait until we 14 to try to have a baby. I'm like, shit, you want a baby at this age? Girl, no. It's too early. I said, you don't want to wait till you older and shit and finish school? No, we want to have a baby now. Some
about that.
girls got pregnant on purpose at
About that.
13 and 14 years old. Huh?
My
Because
my
they need somebody to love and somebody to love them. A lot
And
of people,
that's
that's
what
the
it boiled
problem. A lot of
down
people are not
to.
getting
And that's
love.
what it boiled down to. It was never a talk about abortions. A lot of women wanted to get pregnant on purpose back then. I'm just saying. And then if someone to scam a dude out of money, that's when they lied about abortions and stuff. But then now it's only being promoted so good and then using it like it's a fucking birth control is because the government is funding this shit. The government did not fund it back then. And that's
Yeah.
what I keep trying to tell everybody. Yeah, Margaret Sanger founded it. However, it wasn't a big thing back then. Because again,
Because
when back then you had to pay out of pocket for that shit. You had to come
they
up with
can't
that
get
dough.
away with it no
And that's
more.
why they got schemed
Hope,
over it. Huh?
they can't get away with it no more. They can't.
No.
You can't have too many light skinned. You can't have too many light skinned Negroes, man, with green eyes running through the hood, man. That's why they
well,
funded it. You can't have too many light skinned Negroes running through the hood. It's gonna
Well, the
start
blacks
raising eyes.
dominate with all this
It
mixing and
was
stuff.
too many light skinned Negroes running through the hood, man. And people who started to ask questions. And they was like, man, we gotta make sure they start getting rid of these babies. I'm just being honest.
Mixing been going around
We
for
gotta
so
make sure they
long,
get rid of these
though.
babies.
It's been mixing for a long time.
well, if they're not doing, if
Right,
they're
A
not
lot of
doing
right.
a,
them.
But back then it didn't matter back then. But now,
Niggas.
yeah, as technology started to advance, it's so easy to get caught up. So now it's like, man, we gotta make sure they sign these non-disclosures, man, to get rid of these babies. Oh man, well,
if
they ain't got the
And then
money.
on top of it,
We can't
niggas
put
was
it out because
walking.
the feds cracking down on us. All right. We gonna make sure we fund it now.
Yeah, I mean, cause well, back then, being light skinned was a big thing back then too. Everybody was obsessed with skin color. The colorism was real
Mm-hmm.
in the hood. The colorism was real. If you wasn't light, you wasn't fucking right. That's how bad it was back then.
Hey, them dark skinned cats got some play too, man. It was people who were my complexion when they get no play.
Nigga, team light skin.
Hey, if you know how to put some waves in your hair as a dark skinned cat,
Don't hate
and you
on
was somewhat athletic, oh, you
Shit,
was
the
gonna get
dark
some play.
skinned men, they got some play.
We rock.
But what it is, the
But
dark
yeah,
skinned
now, it was
men,
my
they like
complexion didn't get
women.
no play.
Light
The
skin
dark
is
skinned men
nigga.
is like they are right now. They don't like dark black women. They don't like women. I mean, I'm in between dark and light. But even then, I will still be under the category of a dark skinned woman. They didn't like dark skinned women back then, and they don't like them now. Look at how they do now. If they ain't married
Yeah,
to
see
they
that
ain't fucking with a white woman, they messing with a Hispanic woman. You gotta be
that's why speaking truth to
all
power.
high yellow and light skin and had pretty fine hair like a white woman hair type, and that's all they look at.
That's why speaking truth to power, hope about your experiences of life is the utmost importance. Because see, for me, I'm a dude who my complexion, and oftentimes I felt left out because I'm like, man, it was a light skinned dudes and a dark skinned dudes getting to play. But from even though to me you not dark skinned, but just from your perspective, you like shit. We was getting hard. We was getting hit too. Shit, I was chasing y'all. Y'all was chasing them light skinned and dark skinned niggas.
Light skin
Well-
is nigga. I'm kidding about that. Light skin is
hey, y'all been chasing them. I'm chasing y'all. Y'all weren't even thinking about us.
we
I
the
feel like
prettiest.
a lot of
We the prettiest.
I feel like a lot of
I
white
mean-
people have problems too, though, because like I feel like not only
We pretty.
not only do the abortion clinics deem like colored people unworthy of life, but they also deem like white boys of unworthy of life. You know.
But see, this is the puzzling part and where the hypocrisy come from. If abortions was created so much for black folks, why the fuck are these mixed babies being born? And this going back into slavery time.
Yeah.
This is going back into slavery time. You got all these mixed kids born. If it was intended for the black human race, it should have. Why is white men keeping their black babies? Why was white women keeping their black babies? If it was all the way intended for the black race, and if abortions was that deep back then, why is all these mixed fucking kids walking around? It's what I'm saying to you.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So
I feel
that
you,
lets you know that abortions wasn't like that back then. That shit didn't start until the government funded. And Margaret Sanger, that bitch dead and gone. Yeah, she said black people are like weeds and stuff. I understand that. Yeah, she's a founder. However, her shit didn't come into effect until the late 2000s. Till the late 2000s, when government started funding abortion.
Isn't it like a form of population control, like the
And
prisons
then
that
everybody
are
want to
everywhere?
race bait. I'm sick of the race baiting too. I'm sick of all these phony ass white guilt that want to pretend they like black folks when they fucking don't like. And I'm saying it's on both ends. It ain't just the left, it's the right too. I'm starting to
Thank
see
you,
a
that
lot of
Hope.
fucking
Thank you,
shit.
Hope.
I'm starting to see
Thank
a
you.
lot
See, this
of
is what I'm
fucking
talking
shit.
about.
And
This
then
is what I
and then when you
appreciate.
call people out, on that shit, they want to fucking get mad. No, you can't be a fucking hypocrite on some stuff. It's some stuff that I would love to speak on, but right now I can't because it's something because it would mess up a situation. But let me put it to you like this. I seen where some right wings is just as fucking racist as the fucking left wings. Now I'm gonna keep it all the way 100.
See, Hope, this is the thing, Hope. This is why I couldn't be a part of that. See, we need what you saying on the forefront, but it's not. That's not what's on the forefront. and it's making people, man, become comfortable. Like they become a little bit too comfortable. They not ready. Like I've been thinking about the El Paso shooting for a while. Mo, you know, I got on your platform the other day. I like damn near cried myself to sleep because because it messed me up because I had
You an
just
emotional
came back,
nigga, dude. You an emotional
but
nigga.
I had just came back from Walmart. So imagine how I felt, man, knowing that. Damn, imagine if it was my Walmart. Like I had
Right.
just came back.
Yeah.
I told you what I brought, Mo. I brought some pine saws because I got pan floors. I brought some paper plates.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? A couple more things. I remember what I brought. And I'm like, damn, like, motherfucker just shoot up Walmart? Like, damn,
That's
like,
sad when you can't even go grocery shopping without some motherfucking
damn.
body shooting you down.
That's fucked up.
You can't even
Do you
Walmart,
guys
without somebody
Walmart
shooting you
cracking.
down.
Yeah,
do
it's
you guys
crack.
You
want to
can't even
know?
walk down the damn street without somebody shooting you. This is the world that
Right,
we came to. But then they want
right.
to
Like
say,
that's
"Oh,
how
well,
I feel.
we
And
got
I
to take guns. We got to take guns. We got to take." No, we don't need to take. We need the gun. That's when we really need our guns now. Yo, we gotta have a way to protect ourselves. Then people, and then Trump made one fucking statement. All he said is that he feel like now that
Just
it
hook it
should
up,
be a
MJ. Do
background.
what you
He
like.
ain't say that. Oh,
I
I'm
trust you,
gonna
brother.
make you get a license, make you have to have a license to have
Hold on.
concealed weapons. Now that's taking away our rights. If you making us get license, but he's saying that people should get background check and mental state before getting issue a gun. Everybody flip their way. Oh, fuck Trump. I'm not gonna vote for him in 2020. He trying to take away our gun. He ain't trying to take away shit. He ain't trying to take
because
away nothing.
Mo, I
But
mean,
I think
hope
that
these people.
it is a must. It is a must that with all this shit going on right now, it is a must to see who the fuck is purchasing these damn guns. It is.
But
Now
that's the thing,
if
hope.
you saying, oh, you gotta have a license, oh, you gotta have a license to get a gun. Fuck that shit. Now you taking away my rights. Why the fuck I gotta get a license to carry my shit?
But hope, that's
So
the
you gonna tell
thing,
me I
though,
can't
hope.
have a gun in my house because I don't have a license? So you wanna
Hope,
put me out
Texas,
my damn money? That's a problem.
Tex, hope, Texas is an open carry state. There were
Right.
individuals that were the individuals in that mall in Walmart with guns. But guess what happened? They because you got the scenario of fight or flight. They chose the flight. That's why I don't understand why people be talking all this tough stuff, but when it comes down to it, are they ready? I dodged bullets before, and I'm not even talking about in the army. I'm talking about in the hood.
Yeah.
We've been in situations where gunshots went off and nobody budged. That's why I need for these people to truly examine. Are y'all really ready for that? Are y'all ready for that? Because this dude
But my
that
thing
finna go in there
is,
and shoot all those people
this is
and
all
nobody
right,
bust the
AD.
cap
This
on
is my
him.
issue. This is my issue, AD, and this is the problem I got. Why all this motherfucking gun rights when white folks get killed? Why that shit hit national news and be talked about for weeks, and all these motherfucking candlelight visuals like white folks' life is the only one that matters. But when black folks get killed every motherfucking day in the hood, nobody ain't said nothing about no damn gun law and no gun restriction or nothing like that. As long as it was just black folks getting killed and getting killed every day in the hood, and they don't even make the news all the way. It don't even
It's
make the news. And it's
because
like
it's the same thing with the drugs.
AD, you know I'm telling the truth.
Right. That's what I'm
When
saying. It's
black
the
person
same
get
thing
killed,
with
oh,
drugs.
that's just another day,
Nobody
motherfucker.
cared when we was
Sweeping
getting
shit under the
poisoned,
rug.
man.
You know I'm not lying. You know I'm
Right.
not lying.
Nobody cared when we was getting poisoned. Like that's what that's just like where I come from. Because I saw what I saw, like I told you, Hope, we done had conversations before. You know what I'm saying? I moved out here, I'm out here, I'm around white people, and I see white people going through what we going through. And I'm like, damn,
Yeah,
I didn't know white people was going through that same shit too.
I did.
Like,
I
what the
seen it.
fuck? But then I
we
saw
are
so many different like advocate groups for that. I'm like, damn, but nobody came to our hood during the crack epidemic. Nobody came to our hood, you know what I'm saying, doing the heroin stage. Like
And that's
nobody
another
was
thing.
doing
I
that
just want
for
people
us.
to stop
And
thinking that
that's what
only
they
black
gotta
folk who
understand why
struggle.
people get
We
driven to
got
the
white
other
folks who
side.
struggle too. Let's advocate for them.
I got eggs and shit. You can have shit. You can fucking want it.
We need to advocate for each other because people are trying to divide us.
Big time.
You dig what I'm saying?
With all this race baiting and shit.
Yep.
I'm so sick of it, you know?
Right, but
And I see it on both
gotta
and I see
be
it on both ends. I'm being honest with you. I see it on both ends. I see it on both ends.
people gotta be honest though. Like you gotta be honest. Like when something is wrong, you gotta have the ability and have a set of core principles that guide you to say, hey, this is wrong. This is not right. But you
Right.
have people that don't have that. It's just not. That's why I'm not there no more. Like it had nothing to do with nobody scared me. Nobody spooked me. Nobody said, "Oh, you supported Trump. Oh, you were this, you were that, and you better not support." No, man, nobody told me that. It's just that I was trying to find an avenue that I can say, "Okay, this is my lane," and I think that when it all said and done, my lane will prevail. But I never found that lane. I found a couple of individuals. I found Mo. I found Hope, but I never found the lane that was inclusive to myself. Like I'm not making this up. Like something is off, man. To whereas you just agree with every single thing that the collective mob says. Like everything. Like okay, I'm not the type of person to use the word racism like that because I refuse to feel like white people are superior over me, especially when I know so many white people who are doing worse than me. So I refuse to even give them that type of energy, that type of superiority. But at the same time, when somebody does something or somebody says something, you got to call it for what it is. Because if you don't,
Right.
you will have a major level of what's the damn word? God damn it. I can't think of it right now. But you will have a major backlash, man, that comes against you. And people ain't gotta
Yep.
believe me. They could be in my chat room talking crazy about me. I'm just being honest. And I have to be honest, man, because I do have babies in my house. I am a first generation father. All this is new to me. The older my son get, that means that's something new I gotta learn. When he turned 11, I gotta learn what it is to take care of an 11-year-old. And the only type of fucking practice I had with my sisters and my brothers because my mama was always drunk. And is that an adequate portrayal of what I wanted to be?
I'm back. My
But see, I gotta deal with that on my lonesome because nobody really cares. Because we can't have those type of discussions. We can't have those type of conversations because we're ready to be over here talking about this and that and who right and who wrong and who started what and why somebody just shot up 20 people and somebody else just shot up 20 more people.
All I'm saying is
That's the
because
conversation.
and what was pissing me off the most, AD, is that everybody was talking about, oh, the one in El Paso, he was conservative. Oh, the one in Dayton, he was a liberal. Okay, I don't give a fuck what they is. Both of them are murderers. Both of them are mental, whatever the fuck they are, and they need to rot in jail.
You know how many Hillary Clinton supporters don't like black people, especially since black people didn't show out and vote for them in 2016?
Of course, they don't like black people, but they're sitting there, but they're
They
pretending
mad at black
to
people
get.
right now. That's why they turning black women against black men because they mad at the fact that we didn't come up and we didn't show out the same way we showed up for Obama 2 times in a row. They mad about that.
They
So
don't
I
care
wouldn't put
about
it
you
past them
guys
to. I
anymore.
wouldn't put it.
Oh no, they mad.
Man,
They
look,
mad because they can't fucking manipulate me
they
and
never
tell
cared about us,
me how
man.
to
It was
feel and
always
how to
My
live.
opposite,
bad,
boy.
Chrissy B.
Always
That's what they
Down
opposite.
drag
here.
me motherfuckers about.
My bad, Chrissy B.
It was
I,
always
No,
it was
it's
I, I
always
okay.
stand up to
opposite.
them.
Nobody's
I
stupid.
stand up to them raggedy ass things all the time. You know, white
Right.
liberals.
Like,
I
but that's
can't
the
fucking
thing.
stand them.
Trump supporters gotta
They're trying
understand
to
that we
use
as
that
black people, we're
manipulation
not as
shit.
gullible as they think we are. Most black people don't
Yeah,
vote.
they
We don't
really
get up and go
do.
vote.
AD,
Black people don't vote. We don't care about the Democrat like the way y'all think we do.
AD, I know that. AD, you so triggered though.
I
You
ain't
so
never been
triggered a lot.
fully Democrat. I've been a Republican
I'm
since
just
I was
saying,
in my early 20s.
You so triggered, AD.
I ain't never
man,
been a
I'll
fully
be triggered, but
Democrat.
I'm telling the truth. We
You
don't care
always
about
triggered,
Democrat like the
AD.
way
I
y'all
fuck
make
with
us out to be.
you, nigga.
I ain't never been a Democrat.
AD, I'm staying at your house.
Right. I ain't never been nothing. Like I always been an independent. I always kept an open mind. It's just that most of the Republicans, they weren't talking about shit.
I always value Republican views. I did. I'm just being
And the
upfront,
Demo-
you know.
On the
It's the
Democratic
fucking-
debate, they were speaking Spanish. Like now, their new goal is the illegal immigrants.
Man, that was only like 2 people, man. That
Hey,
was Beto
Deborah,
O'Rourke and the
Deborah
other
in the
guy,
house.
man. I watched both. I watched all of the debates. It was only
One
like 2
too-
people speaking Spanish, man. Cory
Yes,
Booker, that's
one.
what
It
it
was
was.
one too
Beto
many.
O'Rourke and Cory Booker, man. Nobody, man, come on, man. Nobody care about that boy. I'm talking about what Bernie did. Was talking about that last debate, where he shined.
It was one too
Since
many.
since since
Yes, me.
since Mo called me a Bernie bro. I'm talking about
Dude,
what
you
Bernie
a
Sanders
Bernie
was talking
supporter,
about.
nigga.
Man, I'll be that all day long. He ain't talking about no evasion, and the guy went out and act on it. Like he
Build
went out
the
and act
wall.
on it. And Mo, you had somebody on your panel who really agreed with that, with what the dude said, and then couldn't even really back it up because it was wrong. Like, man, we gotta stop saying that. Yeah, you feel a certain type of way, but at the same time, man, you go somewhere and you sit in the room and y'all talk that shit out because when it all boils down, man, a lot of this country was these people's
Hey,
first.
Auntie,
I don't even like to get into that shit,
Auntie.
but it was theirs first, and people came and took it away from them. And now you telling them that they ain't got no claim to it, even though they can go to different ritual sites off in the mountains, off in the backwoods of this place, that place, and they can mourn the loss of somebody who died back in 1700. But now you telling them that, hey, this ain't Charles no more.
Hey,
You
get on
can't
here,
come, you can't
Auntie,
mourn the loss of that person back in the 1700s. Y'all don't focus on this stuff the real way, man. Y'all focus on it, man, because it's like a sense of entitlement. That's a liberal ideology right there. All y'all liberals, ain't no damn conservatives.
Aunt Deborah,
Oh,
you
man.
come on. I hit the
I ain't
right
shit.
man,
I'm
look.
Hope motherfucking
I understand. All these fake conservatives out here. Y'all out here
You-
doing like 10 dicks. You want to call yourself a conservative.
Oh my
Stop playing. They
God.
out here doing 10 dicks. They're
Trigger
conservative.
again.
Right.
Trigger.
I'm sorry. I'm going to calm down. I just had to throw that one out there because they out here doing major
I need a
dicks.
beer,
Ain't
nigga.
nothing conservative about them. Nothing conservative about them. They creeping their way to the top just like the liberals
I'm
creeping their
talking
way
about
to the
Auntie,
top.
man. Auntie, get on here.
They doing dicks to get to the top. Ain't no difference.
The link in here.
Don't give me that shit. I'm a conservative. I like to save money. My missus get mad at me all the time because I be trying to hold on to money.
And I
That's a
agree-
conservative.
And I agree with Republican policies. I vote for policies. I don't look at skin color. I don't vote for feelings. I vote for policies.
Policy.
Something that I say
Policy.
that works for me.
Nigga. AD,
Well, I
you triggered,
I
AD.
look for
You always
handouts.
triggered, nigga.
Mo, I'm starting to believe that
think-
every time you tell me I'm triggered, you triggered. Because I'm here, baby.
I ain't
You
triggered.
see how, hey,
I
you
had
see how I had my
my
moment.
feelings,
You see how I had my
Nigga, I'm not
moment.
in
I
my
calmed
feelings.
back down. I'm here though. I had my
You
moment.
all
I calmed
triggered.
back
You
down.
always
What's
triggered,
what's the next topic, man? What's the next topic? What are you talking about? You the one screaming, bro.
Wait a minute.
How's I'm
wait,
triggered,
hold on.
AD?
So what
didn't
have
say
I
you
missed?
triggered.
Said we are entitled to our opinions. That's how I feel about it.
What have I missed?
Aunt Deborah, please get on here.
What were we talking about? The
We are
shooters?
entitled to our opinions. You know, at the end of the day, none of them motherfuckers give
I
a
think the
shit
nigga
what
chat
the
room.
fuck going on any in our lives. I'm just being honest with you.
Right. Your girl just said she was
You
gonna
shouldn't
drop
be-
like what?
You shouldn't even.
She
you
said she was
shouldn't
gonna
even-
drop
you shouldn't-
250K to debate Cardi B. Why you can't drop 250K on the opioid epidemic that's plaguing primarily Trump supporters right now and their families? Why she can't drop that money on them?
Aunt
She's
Deborah,
ready to drop that money on the debate. Man, y'all still burn it?
When I'm
Not
saying,
me.
Aunt Deborah, cut the
when I'm
mic on.
saying
She's in the
that,
house.
when
She
I'm
was
saying
ready to
that,
drop
this is where
250K. That's a $250,000, man.
Mic
this
check
is where
1
2
2 1 2.
I said,
Can anybody hear
I'm
me?
gonna do what the fuck I gotta do for my household anyway.
I can hear
Whether,
you.
I don't give a
Right.
fuck.
Auntie,
who
put
I
running
don't
the
the
mic
think
back on.
Hope can
I'm
hear
gonna do
me.
what I
Mic cut
gotta
off.
do for me anyway. I'm gonna work for mine.
I
Don't
feel
even
you.
matter.
Yeah,
Press
me
the mic
too.
button. And you could talk. We can hear
Hey,
you.
Hope, can Hope hear me?
Hey, Auntie,
Hope, can you hear me?
Auntie, put the mic button.
put your mic on, Auntie. You gotta put the
Put the
mic
mic on. There she
It's
goes.
all, no,
Hey,
it's
Auntie, go.
Auntie Deborah, what's up?
she
Hit the
keeps
mic.
it.
There you go. You on? No, hit the mic.
Hit that mic.
Yeah, hit the mic.
I don't think
Hit the
Hope
mic.
can hear me because she's like,
Auntie, hit that mic. Hit that
Hit
mic.
the mic.
Hit that mic. There you go. You good.
she He's hitting it on it
No,
all.
it's still on. Auntie, there you go. Don't touch it no more.
Nope, it's good.
Auntie, cut the mic on.
It's actually on now.
Don't touch it no more.
Damn, I thought your auntie on here like, dang it.
Okay.
No, her mic
There
is-
she go.
There we go. Okay.
There you go.
Listen, I can't be on very long, but I just wanted to report something to you guys really quick. Hey, Hope.
Hey, Auntie.
Okay, in my hood, just happened an hour ago. There's 4 deaths that's been reported.
Damn.
There is a shooter that killed 3 people and then turned and killed himself. So you guys will probably hear about it in the morning.
Holy
So this
crap.
happened in DeKalb County, Georgia.
Man.
Damn.
Well-
Deborah.
Psychologically, these people are just off the chain. I don't know really what it is. I know the area that they're talking about, it could be maybe like 35% Caucasian and 60% African American area. So I don't really know if what nationality the shooter is.
That's
Sad.
crazy, dude.
Yeah, but this is where we are right now with
Sad.
psychoticness.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. They're gonna let us know tomorrow, but I'm willing to bet it was a domestic dispute, and
Mhm.
probably the shooter was a male, and the woman was probably gonna leave the male, and male shot up her.
I can't
Hey,
hear you, Auntie.
Hey, and it could have been a kid. Sometimes the kids flip out and shoot the parents, and another kid didn't kill herself. Her mic cut off again. No, there she is.
What she got that dumping
Her
out?
mic come on.
Yeah, her mic keeps going on and off.
They keep going off. It's censoring.
Nope, nope. No,
Are they playing?
can't hear her. I mean, it's like she's talking, but
Yeah, they won't hear the truth.
I mean, her mic's not even muted, but
Yeah, it's not even muted.
and you can't hear her.
You can't hear it. They censor it. Auntie, we don't hear you.
Yeah, we can't hear you, but your
They don't
mic's
hear you.
on. So I don't know what's going on.
All right. They censor it.
That's weird. Where'd Hope go?
I know. Hope disappeared too.
Oh man, they bugging out, huh?
They bugging out. They playing. Like, whoa, they don't want to hear no truth out here. They freeze.
Nah.
Auntie, they freeze Hope. They keep
Yeah, that's what I'm
Hope
saying. Now it looks like she's froze. So
Yeah, it's like he froze.
yeah, it could have been a situation too. That happens. That can happen. Oh, there she is. Oh well, I guess she's.
They censoring, Auntie. Wait, yeah, hold on. I'm fine, Hope. I'm
Wait,
getting Hope
we
in.
can't.
Oh,
still
Hope,
can't
Hope,
hear.
Hold on. I'm getting Hope back on here.
Oh, there she is.
They go Hope.
See, we still
All
can't
right,
hear her.
I'm back.
We can't hear
We still
Auntie.
can't. Yeah, we still can't hear Auntie.
They want the Auntie on here. Auntie, your mic is not even muted. They won't let you talk.
Yeah, your mic's not.
That
Your
is
mic
crazy.
is on. Your
Your
mic
mic
is.
is on. They won't let you talk.
She's speaking too much truth. That's why.
Wow.
That's
Look at her,
crazy.
bitch.
I have
She's
never
speaking too
seen
much
that.
Truth. That's why
I
they
swear,
not involved.
her Auntie mic is on, and they won't even talk.
And YouTube silence her.
I need a beer
Ain't
for
that
this.
some shit? Auntie, they
I need
silence
a
you,
beer.
Auntie. We don't even know what the hell you doing.
They don't want Auntie to say nothing. Like, damn.
They censored her. They shouted
Whoa.
her.
Because your mic is on.
Yeah, her mic is on.
I didn't cut the
If
mic
we
off. It's
can't
right
hear.
here.
Are you on your? Are you on your phone?
It
'Cause
don't
I'm
matter
wondering.
because you're right here.
Well, I'm wondering if she's on her phone, if she could plug in some headphones and talk like that, like I do. Maybe that'll help. Because I've got my headphones on. Maybe that'll. I'm just, wondering if that would help.
We'll see.
Well, they said that it's best to have headphones on when you do this video. I'm gonna
Yeah.
buy me a pair of headphones so I can do it while I'm on with y'all.
You're sounding good though. Can you hear me, Hope?
I can hear you.
Okay, because earlier I kept saying,
They
"Hey,
shut
can you
down
hear me,
Auntie
Hope?"
right here. I can't hear
We
her.
can't
They
hear
shut her
Auntie
out.
at all.
Well, I think she went to go look for some headphones. I think that's what she meant to do.
We're
I
gonna
believe
try that.
that's
There we go.
technically a
Okay.
mass shooting because 4 people, like anything over 4 people, is technically considered a mass shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still
We don't
can't.
hear. Hey,
No,
Auntie,
still
what I'm
can't
gonna
hear.
do, I'm gonna kick you off. I'm gonna put the link and come back on. Maybe that'll work. I'm gonna kick you off real quick and come back on in the chat room. I'm gonna put the link in. I'm gonna try this because sometimes that works. So I'm gonna have to kick you off.
Sorry, y'all.
I'm gonna remove from stream. I'm gonna put right in a chat room.
Yeah, because sometimes that can happen. Like, because kids can flip out and try to kill
You need to
kill
fire,
their.
you need to fire your,
And
you need to
maybe
fire
that'll
your
work again.
editor, boy. Your editor, boy, letting you down.
And
I'm putting a link right here, back in the chat room. Okay. Maybe that'll work and come back. All right. So Auntie, hit that link again. Because sometimes you gotta refresh. Maybe that'll work. Oh, there you go. There you go, Auntie.
try.
No, we don't hear Auntie.
Well, daggone.
Damn.
That's weird.
They playing. Wow. I never seen nothing like this. And my views are going down. They playing. Wow. I'm down to 7 views. Brandon Taylor said that earlier that they do.
Cause see, I've got my earphones on. They
Yeah.
work fine. Yeah.
Because we're doing everything right.
The censorship is real.
The censorship is real. They shut Auntie down. Damn. Because Auntie, she was dropping gems on the motherfuckers.
Oh Lord.
Damn. I was waiting for this.
What? So I guess she can hear us. Can you hear us with the headphones? I guess
She hear us, but we can't hear her.
Just can't talk. That's crazy.
Wow.
Oh Lord.
These people ain't playing.
Well, try to take the headphones out and see if that works again.
That ain't right. Nothing.
Like unplug it from the phone or whatever. See if that works.
Mayo, Buster.
Because they were working fine. It was working fine, and then it just all of a sudden went out. That ain't right.
Wow. Look at this. They shut down Auntie right here. Wow. She was saying so much truth.
Yeah.
Oh, snap. They don't want real stuff. Mm-hmm.
They only want it on CNN and other fake news outlets.
Auntie gone.
Fox News too.
Look, thank you, Auntie, for coming on here. I appreciate it.
Yeah, that
for a few
was
minutes
crazy.
and said what you had to say, and they kicked you off. Wow. What's up, Hope? What's up, AD? Come on, that's everybody. It must go on.
I'm here.
Can y'all hear
You
me?
hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Do they know I can put Auntie on the call in? I can call Auntie on the freaking speakerphone. And she still be on here like, damn. I know, but what y'all talking about? Go ahead. Talk.
Can I say
Oh
something?
no, can y'all hear me?
I hear AD.
Go ahead,
Guys,
sir.
there's something that you guys should know, and the government does this. The government does censor like your phone and stuff like that. Like
Thank you,
the
brother.
government can go
Good
into your
man.
phone and go onto your accounts and like completely fuck with you.
Yep.
And like a lot of the reasons why these shootings happen is because at work, if you're deemed a targeted individual, then they will mob you. And workplace mobbing, it puts you through the 7 stages of grief. So like they mob you until you quit your job that they can't fire you from until you quit. So literally people who have been mobbed with this psychological warfare have gone in and just like it's really prevalent in the postal service and like a lot of retail places. Like it's almost everywhere. And like that's why I read that African proverb, because like these people are like bullied and targeted. They're targeted individuals. So basically they get gang stalked. And do you guys believe gang stalking is real? Because I can tell you firsthand that it's
Yes,
absolutely real.
it is.
Like
I
that's the
I
reason
wouldn't
why all
know. I
these
don't be on
shootings
here
are
like that,
happening.
man. I wouldn't that censorship ball game, man. That's a whole nother world for me because I don't be in here like that. But when I do hear people talk about censorship, man, I don't see it being one side or the other. I see it coming from a whole host of individuals saying, man, they shut my stuff down. They won't let me post. They won't let me do this. They kicked me off of Twitter. They suspended me. They did this. They did that. Like I don't know, man. I just like. I think when something is grass rooted, regardless of whether I agree with it or not, I think that's when it becomes a potential problem because a lot they don't want things grass rooted. They're ready to give CNN 70 million views versus split 70 million views between a million different people. That's an average of what 7,000 views.
Yeah, well, the government has a lot more power than
Well,
anybody really
700,000
thought.
people. I might have said that wrong. 700,000, 7 million, somewhere along that line.
Can I tell you guys a little bit about myself really quick?
Go ahead.
I grew up as I mean I'm white, but like I grew up in a white family in a white neighborhood, and like
No shit.
I kept seeing what was happening to society. Like I kept seeing like the division that the I don't even know who it is. Like it's almost like it's reptilians. Like it's almost like we were invaded by space aliens, and the only way that they could invade us is by becoming one of us and dividing us and like killing our babies and stuff like that. And like I I'm sorry to admit, and I regret any racism that I ever admitted in the past, but I used to be like not the smartest tool in the shed, until I saw that like people are people. There's good people and there's bad people.
No.
See,
I
I
get, I get,
respect that.
I go ahead.
I respect that right there. He just took self accountability, and he admit, I can set, I respect that right there.
It's
I,
it's
get- I
it's
Because
get,
not
I
some
get
people
what
they
you,
still undercover with their shit.
it's
I get what
everything's
you're saying. Can I say something real quick? I just want to say something real quick, man, because it
yeah,
just
yeah,
goes back to
yeah.
the foundation of history or something. Like I get exactly what you're saying, but I also disagree with some of what you're saying because this whole like reptilian thing, this whole came from space thing, no, like this stuff never ended. Like it never got seized away off into the atmosphere, and we no longer like had to deal with it. What happened was everybody went their own separate ways. Most black people, especially during those Jim Crow years, man, during the 50s and the 60s, most black people went up to the north. A lot of people went up to the north. Almost everybody in the north, like especially in Chicago, everybody can find a foundation out, and a foundation is Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, Arkansas, I know, because that's when my grandparents got married at the age of like 18 in Arkansas in like the 30s. Like that, like they left. So what happened was when everybody left, you didn't have what we have today. You don't have the way that we are able to engage one another today. You didn't have that then. So
Shit.
it was
Why
able
these
to be pushed in the corner. And when something would happen, like when you had to deal with, you know what I'm saying, the
Hey, that was
police
good, bro.
doing what they did to the Black Panthers, when you had to deal with the crack epidemic and things of that nature, they brought a lot of them people back in. And when they brought them back in, that wasn't what we have today, the way you could pull out a camera phone and you could be able to record a 30-second video of a police officer doing something that under normal circumstances, if you didn't have the ability to pull out that phone and record a 30-second video, if that would have somehow got on video, that cop would have had to face repercussions. Because it was so rare that it actually happened. It was just, nothing changed, man.
Who do you guys think is trying to divide us? Who do you think is trying to imprison us and kill our babies and get rid of our rights?
We are dividing ourselves, because the power shall always be with the people. It should never be with no one person. It should never be with no one party. It should never be with no one religious organization. Sorry, I know some of y'all Christians. I'm just being honest right now.
It's about choices.
Should always be with the people.
It's about choices in my book.
Man, everybody talking about socialism, man. People don't even look at the primary example of socialism, the primary definition of socialism. The primary definition of socialism is a bunch of different communities coming together to socialize and to govern as one. But you ain't gotta like it.
But you know,
you ain't gotta like it. You ain't gotta like it.
It's about choices, and people is weak-minded.
You like your guns, you should have your guns. You like your religion, you should have your religion. If you feel like you want to help something, you want to be a part of something that been going on that happened to us, that we unwittingly, because we was forced here for 400 years ago. If you want to advocate for that, you should be able to advocate for that. And those people who want their guns, those people who want their religions, those people who like their conservatism, those people who like those so-called principles and values of the Constitution, they should be right there more than willing to help you out. But we don't have that, because ain't nobody being fucking truthful about this shit. Not many that it claim to be.
Yeah.
Tell the truth, shame the devil.
I just say I'm tired of people blaming other people for their shortcomings. It's about life choices.
Yes, that's all.
Plain and simple. It's about choices.
But the problem is, Hope, a lot of people, the people who feel the way you feel, a lot of them are going through worse than some of the people that they talking about. A lot of them have lost kids. A lot of them have lost significant others. But for some reason, something won't allow them to activate that humanism in them to say, man, you know what? I can't go with y'all on this one, because this is something that I've been through in my own life. It ain't just us. The numbers show it. I'm a numbers man. I love statistics. It shows it. It's not just us. They hide from it. And that's not right. I know. I see them every day. And a lot of them will get right on here and they'll tell me that I'm wrong about what I'm saying. And they know they out here fucked up in these streets. They know they are.
Everybody lies.
They messed up, man.
Shit. You got people.
They messed up, man.
Every race lie, cheat, and steal. Every race.
Indeed.
All races lie, cheat, and steal.
Now I'm triggered.
Like I said, again,
you triggered.
It's about
life
choices. It ain't nobody's fault, but
fuck you.
Nobody else's fault, but their own fault. You know it's wrong. You know it's wrong, but you do it anyway. So you can't blame Trump. You can't blame Obama. You can't blame the Democrats. You can't blame the Republicans. You can't blame nobody but you.
But my thing is this, though, Hope. Hope, my thing is this. A lot of people born into it. Right. It's about choice, but a lot of people born into it, Hope. Not everybody is fortunate, man. To like even me, like I still me personally, I feel like I'm at the bottom. I do what I gotta do, but I'm at the bottom. But a lot of people, man, ain't fortunate enough to make up out that situation. It's not that easy. If it was easy for everybody to be able to overcome it, then we wouldn't even be having to talk about.
You're talking to somebody that been there. I know what it's like. I've been there.
Right. I know. That's why I'm talking to you
I
about
know
it.
what it's like, and I fought like hell to get the fuck out of there. I fought like hell. It was an easy because I had to fight family, I had to fight peers around me, everything. Do you know what it felt like to be kicked down and talked down to by your own fucking people?
Yeah.
You know,
That's why I'm out here waiting for my own people.
you know. I get kicked down. I got kicked. That was a fight and a half. Being kicked down, being looked at and frowned upon by my own fucking family because I decided I wanted to get education. I wanted to further my career and go to school. And then when I shared what I learned in school, it was like big deal type thing. And oh, you trying to be this and you trying to like, wait a minute, where the fuck that come from? I'm just sharing what I learned.
And see, Hope. That's what. Like, you probably gonna be mad at this, but that's what makes you a centrist. You are Central America. You are the central aspect of America. That's what makes you a centrist, because you was able to come to the middle and say, hey, I see what the fuck this shit is. But see, Hope, you have some people who ain't got the ability to come to the middle. They don't want to come to the middle. They don't want to come to the middle and see this thing for what it actually is. And to me personally, that's okay, but just don't be mad when you get called on it. Because when you get called on it, you're gonna get called on it. People gonna tell you what it really is. Because there's some of us who have a centrist or real true centrist like perspective of the world. Not too many do. And even us as centrists, we disagree on certain things. I call it being a realist. I don't even call it being a centrist. I call it being a realist. I'm a realist. Fuck your political parties.
Well, what do you guys think?
I call shit for what it is. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not blaming nobody for nobody should be blaming nobody.
Right.
It's about choices. It's up to you. Orange is still in the cup. Orange is the red cup.
Right. That's what I want.
If it's something you really want, you fight for that shit. You go for that shit. You reach for it. And I mean, no matter how many times you get knocked down, you get the fuck back up. You don't give up.
See,
you know how many times I got knocked down? I got knocked down. And every time they knocked me down, I got the fuck back up. Everybody at me. I took it and I bailed on it. Every time they tried to kick me down, I got back up.
Right.
And I kept going and kept going and kept going. And the one time that I did try to give up, the one time that I tried to give up, when I tried to commit suicide, when I was 15 years old and I tried to commit suicide because my own people kept kicking me down with their words and beating me down to a pulp with their words, that I said, fuck it, I don't even want to live no more. I felt like I wasn't nothing.
16 over here, Hope.
One time that I gave up, guess what? God, he stopped me at my tracks and let me know, you take these whooping. Look what happened to Jesus. Look at how they beat him down and spit on him and call him every name but the child of God.
I'm coming.
You get up.
Hey,
because
Hope.
I have a plan for you. I'm going to make you the strong woman that you are right now. The woman that I am right now, God built me this way.
Hallelujah.
So when I went down to those beatings and got kicked down by my own people, that white friend always came along and patched up every damn thing that somebody ripped in half. That a black person ripped in half in me. That white friend came and patched it up. That white friend treated me like I was a human being.
Woo. And hey, I'm gonna say this last thing, man. Then I'm gonna get up off this joint, man, because I got to deal with my missus. Hey, Hope, for me, that same experience, sweetheart. I was 16, man. I went off in the woods, man, and I was like, okay, if I go off in the woods, man, they won't be able to find me. Some white boys found me, man, and took me back to the city limits, man. When I was down in Georgia, man, and I felt exactly how you felt. I felt that anger. I felt that frustration. I felt that unwillingness, man, to actually live life, sister. These are 100% true, factual words on my dead mother's soul, on my dead daughter's soul. I know exactly what you're going through, or what you went through, rather. And all I want to tell you before I go, I appreciate you, sister. I appreciate all y'all, even the ones who don't agree with nothing that I said. Because without this dialogue, man, we ain't got nothing. And I
Yeah.
love everybody, man. I just want people
What's
to
up,
start
Likewise?
being real about what's really going on, man.
Amen.
I'm gonna let Likewise take over
Yep.
and do his thing for night, man. I
Oh
gotta
Lord.
chill with the missus, man. I'ma holler at
All
y'all.
right, AD, it's always
AD.
good to you, bro. What up, Likewise?
He got
Likewise,
customers.
put
I
the
don't
mic
know.
on.
I don't
Likewise,
know if he'll talk. I don't know if he'll talk much. He's got a customer, so I don't know if he'll be talking. He might wait till his
Guys, I have
customer.
to get
Likewise,
going to
here.
my missus
Likewise, put
too.
the
It's
mic
been
on.
nice talking to you.
Are you going to?
Yeah, I'm sorry, but thank you for talking to me.
Hey, come on anytime, brother.
Oh
Thank you.
yeah.
All right, Redemption.
Yeah.
Nice talking to you.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Likewise, talk at your ass right now. Argue. Let's argue.
He-
Likewise.
Look, he's got a customer.
He
He's
got a
making that
customer, bro.
money. Remember, that's that money. Is all that money.
He's argue right now. He was you dumbass, you dumb fucker. He don't talk because he don't
Hope
like
I had-
he don't like Will Johnson.
Hope I had my microphone on mute and I had on here, and I had this on TV. I had it had it muted so my daughter could hear you just now. And I
Hey,
said,
likewise.
"You hear that?" I said, "You hear that?" I said, "That right there." I just want her to hear your
Likewise,
testimony.
Will Johnson and Brad Pitt in the shit. Talk about it. He's gonna be like,
Oh, he at work. He got a customer right now.
Yeah.
He's working so bad.
So what was
But
y'all talking about before I
like I
got
was
him?
saying, bro, I just feel people got to stop take self accountability for what their shortcomings and stop blaming every motherfucking body. It's not the celebrity's fault. It's not anybody from. Honestly, it's not even government fault that people are in their shortcomings. It's people life choices. If you make, you know that it's wrong, but you did it anyway. The government ain't tell you go out here and steal somebody's motherfucking car and rob a bank and beat the shit out of somebody. They ain't tell you do that. That was your choice. You know? And I'm just sick and tired. Everybody always want to try to say and Snap and Snoop and T.I. and Jay-Z and all them. Yeah, they rapped about it, but they didn't. But all in honesty, that was your choice to live by their lyrics. That's your choice. You knew that's not the way way out of poverty. You knew the risks and the consequences that come behind being a dope dealer.
Yeah.
You knew the consequences. You knew the consequences about sniffing dope. Didn't nobody tell you sniff no damn dope. That was your choice. Everybody want to blame Reagan. Oh, Reagan put the drugs in the black neighborhood. Reagan put it in there. It's his fault that black folks is on dope and strung out. No, it ain't. He ain't tell you sniff that dope. He ain't tell you put that motherfucking shit up your nose. That was your choice. I'm just sick and tired of people blaming other people for their shortcomings and their fuck ups. You can't blame nobody but yourself.
You can't.
Nope.
You knew what the fuck was going on. You knew what it was about. And for all this bullshit about it was so damn bad between white folks and black folks back then. If that was the motherfucking case, why we got all these mixed motherfucking kids around? That's my age. That's older than me and my grandparents' generation. If it was that damn bad, that bad, but they ain't mind jumping in bed with each other.
Lucretia talks about all the time on her show that her grandma,
I'm sick of the fuckery and the hypocrisy that's being spilled out here. Oh, segregation and this, that, and the it's segregation. Well, it was that really was really. I mean, it happened. I'm not going to take that away. But on the same token, if it was that motherfucking bad, if it's that damn bad, why we got all this goddamn mixing going on? Why the fuck we got all these damn mixed kids if it was that motherfucking bad? If white folks were so bad and black folks and all this, it was a bad blood between the two races. If it was that motherfucking bad, why we got all these mixed kids out here? Shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be.
Can you hear me, Hope?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought. see, Lucretia talks all the time on her show about how her grandma, who was black, and her grandpa, who was white, was the first interracial couple in the county they're from in Georgia. And she said they used to have it bad, in Georgia and down the south. She said they used to have crosses burned and stuff in their yard. And so they were back then. They were an interracial couple. So
right, but what I'm saying though, what I'm putting out there is that if it was extreme, every race got an ignorant motherfucker in it. Every race, all of them.
That's right.
Not just white folks, but all race got an ignorant motherfucker in it. It was racist black people back then just as well as it was as whites. But what I'm saying is, if it was that fucking bad, why they all jumped in bed with each other? Why was
exactly
during slavery time? The slave master daughters was fucking the black men, the black slaves, and the black women was fucking the master. It wasn't always rape, because that's the
right.
Say, oh, it was rape. The black women, not all of them was rape. Not all of them was rape. Trust me, they ain't mind opening the motherfucking legs if it meant things being better for them.
Slavery happens. Slavery had happened because we allowed it to.
Exactly.
Hold on, MJ. I'm gonna put the camera off, and you can go ahead and talk. Okay.
Shit. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just putting the TI truth out there. No, everybody want to ignore some shit and want to ignore some piece of information. Something don't fucking add up. We are all these motherfucking mixed people out here that's in my generation and my grandparents' generation. If it was that motherfucking bad, it shouldn't be no damn mixed families out here. I'm sorry. And I don't have nothing against biracial family or mixing. I don't have nothing against it. But what I'm saying is, you can't sit up here and tell me about motherfucking slavery and white folks this and white folks that, but you got a mixed motherfucking kid running around this bitch. You can't tell me that shit.
Most of your pro-blacks are with white people.
Huh?
I said most of your pro-blacks are with white people and non-black people.
Yeah.
Exactly. Most of them guys. Oh shit.
Most of them are with white, Hispanic, and all of them.
I'm just saying. I'm just sick of the bullshit.
Take accountability for your actions and stop blaming everybody else for it.
Exactly. So that's the first thing everybody wants
like,
to
don't
say.
blame the Democrats, don't blame nobody.
Just like, okay, for prime example, your white boss fired you. The first thing they want to blame is, oh, he racist. But you just forgot that he caught your motherfucking ass stealing. And that's why you got fired. Or you just forgot that your ass was late for work every motherfucking day. And that's why you got fired.
So you got some black people that say that that the job ain't hiring them because they black, and you just wasn't qualified. And that happens with all races, not just black people.
Exactly.
White people go through the same struggle by their own people all the time. I've talked to plenty of white people. They said they had to watch out for their own people.
Go ahead. Truth.
So you got black on black crime just like you got white on white crime.
Yup.
Yes.
You got black people trying to look out for another black person trying to kill him, just like you got a white person trying to look out for another white person trying to kill him.
Yes. Yeah. Hey, y'all, I gotta sign off. Hey, I'm gonna call you in a minute. I'm gonna stop the video.
Okay.
Was that MJ talking in the background?
In the background. He been crib for like 3 days. We kicking it.
I wish Likewise. I really wish Likewise would have come on here. I was been wanting to ask him so bad.
Yeah. It's too
Yeah,
bad.
I was been wanting to ask him so bad if that right there says date, Kev's, whatever that is. I
He's
won't
a
ask him that was
dumbass.
his grind.
Dumbass today.
Well, I was just this date. I won't ask him that was his grinder profile.
Likewise, you dumbass, you hear me?
That was supposed to be funny, haha. Grinder, date. Okay, I guess it wasn't funny.
I'm about to sign off here, y'all. I gotta go. I should get up.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, bro.
Stand by for the talk to you in a minute. Okay, hey, Chrissy B, maybe every hour.
Okay, everybody.
Memory out.
AD, even though you're talking, I love for you too, brother.
Like his grinder profile now.
All right. The video is done. The video is done. The video is done. The